neighbor. This is your friend, the Delta Piper, coming to you from the Deep South, way down here in the Mississippi Delta. And I reckon it's been about a week and a half since I've had the opportunity to catch up with you guys. But life has been hectic as of late. Been doing a good bit of gardening, or trying to, with all this water we've acquired in recent days, and I still have a lot more to do. I have a good bit trying to get in the ground, in the mud, as it were. And then I've had folks in the hospital in the last few days. My grandfather fooled around and hurt himself the other day. He was out clearing brush in the yard, and he turned, and a limb came after him and stabbed him in the eyeball, and like to put his eye out. My grandmother rushed him to the emergency room, and they had to put stitches on his eyeball. And if that ain't the worst thing I've ever heard, that just sounds terribly uncomfortable. And he assured me that it was. He said he can't look at anything with his good eye right now because his other eye wants to follow it, and it aggravates it with that eyelid. So he says he's having to turn his head like a hoot owl anytime he wants to see something. But they, fortunately, don't think there's going to be any vision loss. He should have a full recovery in the next few weeks. He's got to have those stitches removed on Friday. So if you're the praying kind, remember my grandfather and his eyeball. I know he would appreciate it, and I certainly would. His name is Eddie, if you want to call it out in prayer. And then I've been trying to do a good bit of work around the house. I've got a pile of company that's going to fall in on me at the end of the month. And few things are a swift kick in the seat of the britches to start getting things done, like knowing you've got impending visitors. So I've been busy as a one-armed paper hanger trying to do things both indoors and out before all the company shows up. And trying to work a paying job at the same time. So it has been busy, and I've needed to catch up with you fine folks. And thanks to those who have subscribed in the last week or so. Appreciate you coming and hanging out and visiting with us. I'm still just amazed that anybody want to sit around while we puff and yammer, but glad that you have chosen to share your time with me. I don't take it lightly, and I'll do my best not to keep you too long. Just want to give you some updates. It is Cobb Tuesday, so I'm smoking one of my Missouri Meerschaum Cobbs. I don't even remember exactly what this particular number's called. It's not an emerald, despite the green stem, but I tend to call it one. You can correct me and tell me what this thing actually is in the comments. And in it, I am smoking my beloved Palmetto Balkan from Cornell and Dillon. Y'all know I love this stuff. It is sort of my comfort blend this evening. I confess, I'm a little melancholy. It's quiet around here tonight. Bones is not here. Some of you may remember that just about the time I started presenting here on YouTube, my other dog, Leo, some madman, just out of pure meanness, shot him in the head right down here by the house. And of course, I was tore up about that. And I've had a dog under my feet all my life. I don't like to go very long without having a dog. So I think it was a day, maybe two, after I buried Leo, I went to the local pound and got another rescue dog, Bones, and that was about almost 3 months ago, just at 3 months ago now. But I did not know what kind of condition he was in. They don't do much for him at this local pound. And come to find out, the poor fella was just eat up with heartworms. And I've spent a small fortune in the last few weeks on treatments. I literally have missed meals to buy the dog medicine. And the treatments were not doing any good. And I had to take him in today. And the vet said the fellow's poor heart would just give out. He was not getting enough oxygen. The worms had just murdered his insides. So I had to put Bones down this afternoon. Come on now. So it's a bit quiet, and I'm a bit melancholy. It's amazing just how quickly you can get attached to these creatures. I live alone, and they're such good company. They don't argue with you too much. And sometimes it's nice just to have another heartbeat around the house. And you're going to miss that for a while. But I'm not trying to make you melancholy along with me. I'm just updating you about what's been happening here lately. But it does serve as a good reminder to love on your pets and make sure their preventatives and medications are all up to date, lined out. And it's also a reminder, I think, that whether we want to think about it or not, most people, most everybody you meet every day is having a bad day. And it's easy just to go about your business with your head down, not interacting with people. But who knows if a kind word or a kind gesture, a friendly smile, will just make all the difference in the world when people brighten the corner of the world where they are. So here's a reminder to not just be civil, but be kind. Try to go out of your way to ease the burden of someone's bad day. Despite what you may have thought, you don't have to be a jackass all the time and all your life. You can be a pretty nice fella. It don't take a whole lot of effort. And speaking of brightening someone's corner, a couple of weeks ago I made mention in a chat that there was a blend of tobacco I wanted to try but couldn't find. And Snap-on John, John's Pipe Journey, went into his cellar and sent me a can. Cornell and Deal, small batch, Sun Bear Tupelo honey. Or Tupelo. But the idea is it's made with honey. So John, I appreciate that. I'm sorry it took me so long to make a proper thank you video, but I am grateful for it, and I look forward to digging into it. It sounds like it'll be right up my alley. And it did ease a bad day when that package came in. Well, I hope that you have a good week, or at least what's left of it, and love on your pets, love on each other, love on strangers, be kind, brighten someone's world, if at all you're able. And until we meet again, keep those bowls warm.